So late last year, I did a story on how the Doug Ford government has reopened the door to cash for access fundraising, where the former Liberal government got rid of the practice last year after falling under a mountain of criticism. The Liberals banned ministers, MPPs, ministerial chiefs of staff, and all staff in the Premier's office from attending political fundraisers because of accusations it skewed government in favor of the wealthy who could pay to be heard. Now, Premier Doug Ford is reversing those bans and raising the fundraising limit in Ontario from $1,222 to $1,600 as of January 1st. Now, why would somebody do this? So this was the story back in November. I told you about this. I explained how, there's no other reason to raise the fundraising limit and to reopen the door to cash for access fundraisers unless you plan to meet with wealthy people who clearly will have an impact on your policy making. Even if you don't think it's a direct action of someone telling you what to do, think of it in terms of the company you keep, the people that are around you, the issues that bother these big donors. They're going to have the direct ear of Doug Ford and other MPPs that will clearly have an impact on policy that favors the wealthy. And guess what? Doug Ford is having one of these fundraisers. So the Ontario Premier Doug Ford is holding a $12.50 a plate fundraiser. Now, again, these were the fundraisers that used to be illegal, but then the Ford government came in and made this legal for this very purpose, so that they can get lots and lots of money from wealthy people. Why is it that the PC government would do this? Why is it that other governments were not pushing to reopen this, but the PC government was and has opened it? Why else would they do it unless they expect to get lots of money from wealthy people? Look at part of the letter that went out about this fundraiser saying, on Wednesday, we're going to raise more money in a single day than any party has done before. Why would they be bragging about this if it wasn't for the fact that they are going to be getting a lot of money? Who the hell attends a $12.50 a plate fundraiser unless you can't afford it? Only wealthy people afford these kinds of fundraisers. Who else can afford a $12.50 a plate fundraiser unless you are wealthy? And this directly gives you access to politicians in Ontario to be able to pressure them or at least discuss the issues that bother you most. So when you have the ear of a politician directly and you're giving that politician a lot of money, it's clearly going to have an impact. And look at the fundraising haul the PCs have done so far. So compared to the others, they have 10 times the combined amount of all three other parties put together at over $640,000. Where do you think the bulk of that money comes from? Why do you think the PCs raised the fundraising limit? Why do you think they're having these $12.50 a plate dinners? This is clearly cash for access. Wealthy people having more of a say in politics in this province than anybody else. Now, this also goes to, look, people ask me, okay, well, where's the proof? Where's the proof that these wealthy people are having an impact on the Progressive Conservative Party? Where's the proof that Doug Ford, who was wealthy himself, where's the proof that he's implementing policy that's going to benefit the wealthiest people? Well, how about this piece of very underreported news that the Doug Ford government canceled a $250 million a year planned surtax on some of the highest earning Ontarians. So the Doug Ford government gave a $275 million a year tax cut to the wealthiest people in Ontario. Add that to the fact that he's raised the fundraising limit, that he's having these private fundraisers at $12.50 a plate. Tell me, who exactly does this Doug Ford government work for?